Inflation is real. Soon, we're not even gonna be able to afford to eat. How the fuck is this $13.99? $14? For a what? A gallon of orange juice? Y'all must be out of y'all fucking mind.
Garlic powder, 3.12 ounces, $14.50. Garlic powder, 2.5 ounces, $7.39. Garlic powder, 3 ounces, $3.50. This one, 5.37 ounces, $18.99. Brother. This big thing, 8 ounces, $2.89. Make that make sense. You're gonna tell me that's not scammy? It really costs that much to make the different types of garlic powder.
Cost of living and grocery prices in America are getting absolutely more and more outrageous. And I'm not just talking about food anymore, like strawberries and meat. Yeah, those things are all getting so expensive. I'm talking more about things that used to be so cheap, people didn't even think twice about buying them. And now people really have to look at the price tags and start considering whether they need them. Stuff like deodorant used to be like a little over $10. Now it's $25 a bottle in some stores. Other kitchen items like aluminum foil that used to be under $1, now in some stores more than $4. Isn't that crazy? Garlic powder and other seasonings are up at an all-time high too.
Is it just me, or is buying new stuff not even fun anymore? I still really enjoy secondhand shopping, antique stores, buying from individual artists. But like 10 years ago, I would have to set a hard spending limit for myself if I was going to the mall or to like a TJ Maxx or even browsing the online store of a popular brand, because I would see too many things that I wanted and the price felt like it matched the quality. Now it feels like not only are most things carelessly produced or bad quality, but they are also ugly. This isn't about every brand, I'm obviously talking generally, but like a lot of the go-to clothing and home goods stores just are not enticing anymore. I walk down the aisles and all I see is cheaply made garbage. Buying from small businesses doesn't solve the problem either. I walk into a local store or look at an Etsy shop, it's always a toss-up as to whether or not something was actually made by an artist, in which case I'm willing to pay more, or whether they're just reselling mass-produced garbage that they bought in bulk online for cheap. Same thing at the Ren Fair, and I'm not talking about every vendor, so don't bean soup in my comments. With the rising amount of fair vendors selling crap from Amazon, or the same 3D printed dragons, or AI art, or cheap polyester clothing, it genuinely takes the fun out of the shopping experience when you constantly feel like you're being scammed. This isn't going anywhere, I just wanted to rant, but I've been happier spending my money on travel and food anyway, so whatever.
Just came from the grocery store and I want to know, is it me or are the prices of food still astronomically high? Shall we begin? Are you really ready for this conversation? And let's play a little game, you and me, okay? I went to the store, I picked up 6 items, and I want you to put in the comments how much you think these items total up to. Remember, there's no tax on food. Coming in at number 1, my baked Cheetos. Gotta have them, okay? Then I had a pound of Two Brothers honey turkey breast sandwich meat, turkey meat. I like to get my turkey cut freshly from the deli. Also from the deli, I got half a pound of provolone cheese sandwich cut, item number 3. Item number 4, I got 10 out of the bakery, oatmeal raisin cookies. Item number 5, I got my whole grain bread. I'm gonna freeze it. And then item number 6, 18 organic brown eggs, grade A, large in size. How much do you think these 6 items cost? I want you to drop them in the comments, because I need to know if I'm out of my mind, or does it really seem like our buying power with the dollar has tremendously been shrunk? I just want to see how you guys come out with this. Okay, love and respect. And I'll do a video and show the receipt if I get 15 responses, I'll show the receipt and share with everybody how much I spent for 6 items at the grocery store. Love and respect, and I look forward to talking to you in the next video.
If you are making contributions to retirement, you are not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm so sick and tired of people trying to co-opt another person's struggle. Paycheck to paycheck means that if you do not get your next paycheck, you are going to be out and broke. It doesn't mean, oh no, I can't buy my new shoes. A lot of us are lost in the sauce, and I feel like we just want to be a part of something. But you're insulting the people who are actually struggling out in the world. So please do check yourself.
So I seen a TikTok talking about Publix prices here in Florida. For this little pit, it's not even full. $7.69 for 0.77 pounds. $9.99 a pound. I mean, like, look. I'm just using it to add to baked beans, so I didn't need a whole lot, but come on, man. When are these prices coming down? Can anybody tell me? Please? Yeah, making America great.
Bro, I hate when people say, you should be enjoying your 20s. I mean, they're not wrong. Bro, have you seen my bank account? I got $3.27 in there. What am I supposed to enjoy?
Tell me how much you guys are spending on groceries every week, because our grocery bill is about to us.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm very stressed about money, as you can see, so we're going to talk about it. Almost 2 years ago, I had my mother-in-law sit down, and she went through all of our bills and basically figured out how much we're spending each month. I mean, I could have done that. I get that, but I needed her help with creating like a weekly, monthly budget. Okay, so we took into account like everything I bring home and my husband brings home and how much we were spending, and that was almost 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, I still have the sheet for all of our bills and like cost of living, food, gas, household essentials, all of that. We were spending about $7,400 a month. At that time, I guess I didn't do the math on how much we were making a month. I just found the same sheet and I just went through everything and updated what we're spending. Okay, so my mortgage has gone up $100. Not the mortgage, but like taxes and insurance, because for some reason my company is constantly screwing up my escrow. If you know anything about that and how I can be proactive about that or change things so that they're not constantly doing this, it's been nothing but a nightmare. If you could let me know in the comments what to do, that would be great. My car payment is roughly the same. Our phone bill is the same. Our internet has went up about $15. Our trash, we got a new trash company in our city, so our trash went up. Our trash almost doubled a month, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot of money, but still. Between our gas and electric, that has gone up probably $100 a month, if not more. I do not know why. Like, nothing has changed about our home or our usage, nothing like that. So that has gone up well over $100 a month consistently. In the summertime, it could be upwards of an extra $175 a month. Our insurance is the same-ish. So, diapers, dog, daycare has doubled because our daycare situation has changed. I'm now paying a full mortgage payment for daycare. So with that, there is literally no extra room. Our bills have gone up, about $1,000 a month, if not more, for just the same things. And I didn't even do a deep dive into food and household essentials and how much extra that costs. I am a teacher. I work full-time. My husband is a full-time electrician. I have a degree, and he has like 15 years experience and an apprenticeship under his belt. And we are barely making it. Barely. I do not know how people are doing it. I don't know. So, just wanted to be transparent and feel better.
I find it so weird how now all of a sudden I'm having to pay for my Gmail account for extra storage. Like, I don't ever remember me having to pay for storage for my Gmail. Like, ever. And now, all of a sudden, I'm always having to buy extra storage for my Gmail. What the heck is going on? Like, are they just charging us for everything now? Like, why do we have to pay for different TV subscriptions? Like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, like, they're just trying to make everyone broke. That's all it is. I'm deleting all that shit.
Yeah, I believe in life, sometimes you have to take a risk. And that risk was me willing to give him my car keys. And I just met him on TikTok, y'all. He said he was willing to help me out. And I was like, at this point, let me just get the help. And I feel like, low-key, my car payment is due in 4 days, y'all. I have only $2 on my Chase account, y'all. And it's the 15th. My car payment is due on the 19th of every month. And I don't get paid until next week. So it's like, how am I going to even, like, I don't know, y'all. And I don't want to use the GoFundMe money until I get enough to be able to, like, put a chunk of money towards my principal. So I'm just going to leave it up there in my bio. And I just seen some of you guys, oh, she just keeps making dumb decisions after dumb decisions, y'all. I live in Port St. Lucie, Florida. If you know what Port St. Lucie, Florida is, it's like a retirement place where old people come to retire. If I rent my car on Turo, it's most likely not going to get, like, rented out. He lives in Miami, Florida, something like that, y'all. And he was willing to help me out. And I said, okay, Miami's a busy city. He was explaining to me, y'all. He gave me his driver license and everything. He's honestly like a nice person. At the end of the day, I still don't know him like that, but still I'm willing to take the risk. You know what I'm saying? He was willing to help me out. He gave me updates about my car and everything, y'all. I'm going to pick up my car in the beginning of April, y'all. But this month, I really cannot afford my car payments at all. Like, I don't have any options left, and my dad is too greedy. He's not gonna give me the money. He's not gonna give me $1,200 to put towards my car payment, y'all. Like,
So I just left Stop and Shop and I'm baffled. I paid $38.33 for 3 items. Ready for this? These were $11. These were $9. And this was $16. Three things. That's it. $40. Boom. That's why you gotta go to Aldi.
I need somebody to tell me why my husband went to purchase a 7-pack of underwear yesterday. He needs new underwear. Probably hasn't purchased them in, like, I don't know, years. You know how it is. Tell me why that package of underwear was $42. $42. I was flabbergasted. $42 for 7 pairs of underwear. If I didn't believe before that inflation is real, I sure do now. I'm baffled.
I am having a really hard time with my confidence. I feel like this is something I've struggled with all my life, and I know like a lot of people can relate. I'm unemployed and I'm on the hunt for a job. My unemployment just ran out. This is the last week I will be receiving it. So yeah, it is rough. I just redid my entire resume and now I'm going through all my saved applications and I'm just reading through these job responsibilities and I just don't think I can do any of it. One, I don't want to work, which who does? Some people do. Good for you. I wish I had that want. I don't want to work. I don't want to work in corporate. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just feeling stuck, but I need money to survive. And I have experience, so I'm going to apply it now. I don't know where that will take me in the future, but I'm just like looking at these applications, and I'm searching for influencer marketing jobs or something social media related. That's the experience I have. Influencer marketing manager, data insights and reporting. Like, I am not a data girly, and I just feel like all of these jobs require analyzing data and analytics based to help like with growth and stuff. Obviously that is important, right? And like something you need to do in order to grow your brand or company. I just don't think I'm good enough to do that. At my last job, I didn't have anyone to learn from because they just kept cutting roles. Mine was one of them. Yeah, it's frustrating because there are jobs I want to apply to and everyone's like, apply even if you don't meet the requirements. But then I'm like looking, I save all this when I'm feeling confident and I'm like, oh, this is so great, up my alley. Look back at it and I'm just, I can't do that. Like, I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. Like, I just guess I don't think I'm good enough. I don't know. I'm struggling a lot with like self-worth and like low self-esteem. My last job, I had nobody to learn from. I did for a bit until they got cut. I had to kind of do everything on my own learning because the best way to learn is through experience, obviously. Just like don't think I'm good at it. I don't know. I don't think I'm good at anything, but I also think I'm good at a lot of things. Like, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point, but hopefully someone feels seen or like I'm not alone and other people feel this way. I look at these people and trying not to compare, but I feel like they just have it together and they're so good at what they do. And I'm like, are you guys faking it or are you being serious? Because I'm not good at faking it. I'm not. Oh, this sounds fun though. Plan and host intimate gatherings, dinners, experiential activations that strengthen creative relationships. Like, that's what I want to do. That sounds fun. I don't want to do like the analytical side of things, and I feel like companies are just cutting roles to cut corners. Obviously, I think it's influencer marketing manager, analytics does come with it. But if I'm looking at an ideal hierarchy, I think there should be an influencer building side of things, organic, creator, relationships, community management, obviously the main things of influencer marketing manager. And then there should be a role for influencer analytical manager. What? No, what would be the name for that? Influencer analyzer. Some shit like that, whatever. I just think it's crazy what some of these companies are asking for. But again, I've never had that experience to fall back on, so I guess maybe opening the comment section to people, like, is that normal? Are people actually like doing all this work? Like, do I just sound dumb? I probably do. I just feel overwhelmed every time I'm like going in to apply jobs, and it makes me take a step back and not do it. And I need to do it, and I need to like tackle it, but I don't want to because I get so overwhelmed. And it's just like this constant cycle of I'm feeling good, I'm ready to take it on, and then I get there and I read everything, I feel like shit, and then I don't do it. And then it's just like every day. And that's just my life. So thanks for listening. Okay, so I just rewatched this video back, and I want to clear up that experience is everything. And my biggest goal in finding a new role is having enough people around me that I can learn from, right? Because you learn from your experience. Now, in my last role, the people that I was learning from, the person, I should say, like my boss, my direct report, her role was cut. And then I essentially had to take on everything without having that experience or having that person to learn from. And what I'm saying is I think I'm scared that if I do get another job, I'm going to be put in that situation again where I'm going to be kind of like a lone soldier having to figure out how to do everything on my own. Essentially, they were cutting roles before I could get that learning experience that I would feel confident enough to lead myself. Does that make sense? Because I didn't have that learning experience and there wasn't that hierarchy of a full social media team or a full influencer marketing team. I guess I'm just wondering if if that's normal, because this is all I have to base off of. So I'm just trying to gauge like normal versus abnormal, because I don't want to be put into another situation where I am stuck doing it all without even having someone to learn from. Because again, that's my biggest goal. Because bringing it back all together, you learn from experience. So yeah, hopefully this makes sense and people relate and I don't sound like a complaining idiot.
I got fired from my second job because I wouldn't post a ghost job. So let me explain what I do for my second job, what I did for my second job. I was a hiring manager. I usually just post job listings sometimes on Indeed or other job listing websites for my company. I'm not going to explain what company that is because I can't do that. But I am going to talk about what I can talk about because I read through my NDA. I used to post ghost jobs, which are fake jobs to encourage our current employees to work harder. These jobs will be fake jobs, so you can apply for the listing, but not actually get hired. They're called ghost jobs. You're probably wondering, I applied for all these places, why am I not getting callbacks? You might have applied for a ghost job, which isn't a real job. It's just put there to show that we're looking for new hires at higher rates to get our current employees to work harder, as an incentive to make them work harder, as opposed to increasing the base pay or the base rate. And I've made maybe 300 ghost job listings. I've made a lot. I've made so many, it's insane. And what messes me up is that they're still doing it. And I got into a little bit of a scuffle, a fracas one might say, with my previous hire manager. My hire manager said, hey, you stopped posting ghost job listings. What's going on, buddy? It's really working. It's helping our team morale. I said, listen, this is the first time I've ever said this in my life. I don't feel good about doing this. This might be the first time I've ever said that. Usually I have like no moral, no ethics about anything. I just didn't feel good at all about doing it, despite the fact that I was getting a massive bag from it. And he said, well, we need somebody to do it, and you're the best we've got. I'm not gonna continue to post ghost job listings so our employees can act like they are scared to lose their jobs. That ruins their mental, it destroys their mental health deeply. And he said, that's HR's job, not ours. So I'm talking to him and I'm arguing, and at this point he's shouting, I'm calm. So I'm thinking I can take it to HR, and he says, we're probably gonna have to talk about this later, but you should clock out for the day. I said, I don't want to clock out for the day because we're not done talking about the specific issue. This is insane. This is psychotic. So I go cool off. I talk to my friends in the Discord. We're cooling off. We're talking about it. Another one of my friends does the same job as I do. He also posts ghost jobs, and it's disgusting. It's not just my company. It is every company I'm seeing doing this. It's Walmart doing this. It's Amazon doing this. I'm not going to disclose my company, but it's Best Buy doing this. They're posting these fake job listings to trick you into thinking, oh, well, they're hiring a bunch of other things, or because just in case you're looking to move to a new job or talk about needing a pay raise, and they'll post a new job at a higher rate. Say you got hired in at $17 an hour. They'll post a ghost job at $22 an hour. And if you try to apply for that, they'll clock you for that. If you try to apply for that, they'll clock you for that, and they'll know it's you because they got your social security number and you applying for the job. It is a disgusting business practice. Because as soon as you apply to get a higher position or anything like that, they'll talk to you about it. And they'll ask you, why do you want a higher position? Do you want more pay? Are you dedicated to the company? They'll give you a performance review. They'll check everything about you just to see. I recommend, this is my honest opinion, this is my honest recommendation, doing the bare minimum at jobs. Bare minimum. I mean bare minimum at jobs. Just coast. Just coast by doing the bare minimum at jobs. Don't try to do anything extra or crazy. Just coast by doing the bare minimum at jobs. I'm so serious. Because I didn't know this was so much of it. I thought it was just my job doing this. I thought we were like the monopoly on doing this. That's what I thought. But I'm applying to other jobs. I'm applying to other places, and I'm noticing the ghost jobs. I'm noticing that there are many of them. There are so many ghost jobs that are just fake. They're just fake jobs. I am sickened. I'm disheartened. I'm disgusted. I'm angry because I don't have my second job anymore, by the way. It was a small job. I worked 20 hours a week just doing the analytics and the hiring for a company. That's all I did. But I still work at Amazon. But man, I'm just sickened. Amazon doesn't care about what I post, by the way. They're fine with me doing whatever. Amazon doesn't check anything I do. They don't care about me at all. But man, this is stupid. This is weird. Look up ghost jobs. Just look them up.
I'm starting to have this theory in mind that maybe the elites really want prices to stay high and go higher, and they don't actually want them to come down. Because if you think about it, the best way to keep people distracted, to keep them minding their own business and get off their backs and not hold them accountable, is to get people tired and exhausted all the time. Which means, if you really think about it, to keep wages and salaries stagnant and keep prices rising up quicker and quicker, so that people have to work longer and longer hours and get a second job to supplement their income just to put food on the table for their kids. And this in turn will make people not have the time and energy to care about other important things that are going on in the country. Like, for instance, how corrupt the system is and how depraved some of these elites are. Let me know what you guys think.